On first down, it's Watson. And his first look is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 11-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Tighten up.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Stephen Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On first down, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the 47-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Carrier.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that.
And he's got this down to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
2-yard line.
Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's first and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
10. Texans, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled.
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Well, that certainly makes you think back to last year's wild card round when Deshaun Watson got out of the pocket to his right and found Tywan Jones for one of the plays of the year. This one wasn't quite as dramatic, but still an excellent play and big yardage nonetheless.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On second and 10, forced out to his left. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, it's Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
A gain of 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Third down. 3rd and long.
From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football? It says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Come on, baby. Lock. Let's see what you got. Slam.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. It's a big run that time by Henry. 72 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that...
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Titans 17, Texans 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Henry. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. 8 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Houston.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And the Texans.
Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Watson off play action. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Texans.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Watson's pass intercepted.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's the end.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want lean?
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack on first down, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Houston.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
First down.
Watson on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. And he fires one incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Tannehill now to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
At the 30-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Derrick Henry, you may remember last year against Houston in the season finale, 211 yards rushing, one of only 2 200-yard games in the NFL last year. And not only that, but that game won him the rushing title because Nick Chubb was the leader, but he struggled in the final week against the Bengals. And then up from behind came Henry.
Just like that. Just like that. 41 Mike.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. drive. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A pickup of 11 at a Texans first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
3 yards. It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Houston.
A shotgun snap for Watson. This is Cobb with a catch right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, Watson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
A 45-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Made by Lonnie.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the curve. Check. Crunch. Check 50.
Here's Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Lonnie Johnson picks it. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
After the interception, here's Watson. And the ball is knocked out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Texans
back to throw, Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Amani Hooker, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Texans.
Out of the gun, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They begin with Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From the 50, it's Tannehill. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.